Hi dear lovely viewers and subscribers, welcome to another video tutorial of this YouTube channel where we shall be reviewing the 2023 Additional Mathematics Internal ECZ examination for school certificate ordinary level. And in today's tutorial, we are interested in question number 10 in the topic of kinematics. So let's try to check the question in the paper. It is paper 2, Additional Mathematics. The question is number 10. The question is number 10. Let's try to check where question number 10 is. Here is question number 10. Question number 10 has three parts. It has part A, part B, and part C. Let's try to read the question. So question number 10 reads, a particle moves in a straight line so that its velocity v meters per second at time t seconds from the start is given by v is equal to 60 squared minus 30t plus 24 and t is greater than or equal to 0. If it started 20 meters from a fixed point O, find A, the value of t when it is at instantaneous rest and that is carrying 3 marks, and then B, its positive acceleration at that time and that is carrying 3 marks, and then C, its distance from O when the acceleration is positive and that is carrying 4 marks. Let's try to get into the solving, and as we are getting into the solving, don't forget to click the like and subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the notification button so that you updated with each and every tutorial when it is uploaded on this YouTube channel. So don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and don't forget to like, and also don't forget to share to other people so that they can enjoy the tutorials of additional mathematics. And also don't forget to comment to hear out your views. Don't forget to comment so that your views can be heard. So let's try to check the question. Let's try to solve the question. So we are starting with A. So we are starting with A. So a particle moves in a straight line so that its velocity v meters per second at time t seconds from the start is given by v is equal to 60 squared minus 30t plus 24, and t is greater than 0. If it started 20 meters from a fixed point, or find A, the value of t when it is at instantaneous rest. So we're starting with A, which says the value of t when it is at instantaneous rest. So we have to understand the term instantaneous rest. So when a point is at instantaneous rest, we have to take note that the velocity is 0. The velocity is 0. So when a particle is at instantaneous rest, the velocity is equal to 0. So we are given the equation of v is equal to 60 squared minus 30 t plus 24. So we have to take note that the velocity is 0. Let's try to equate that expression to 0. 60 squared minus 30t plus 24 is equal to 0. So in this case, we are trying to make our work easier by dividing 6 throughout. So let's try to divide 6 throughout. So 60 divided by 6 and negative 30t divided by 6, 24 divided by 6, and then 0 divided by 6. When we do the calculations, the first part, it will just be t squared minus 5t plus, when we divide there again, it will be 4, and then it is equal to 0. So it will be like t squared minus 5t plus 4 is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. So in this case, in this video tutorial, we chose to use the factorization method for us to find the values of t. For us to find the value of t, we chose to use the factorization method. And the factorization method, we have to find the product and the sum. The product, we find it by multiplying the coefficient of t squared and the constant, which is 4. So in that case, the constant is 4. So it will be like 1 multiplied by 4, p is equal to 4 multiplied by 1, and that is equal to 4. And then we also have to find the sum. The sum is the coefficient of t. The coefficient of t in that case is negative 5. So sum is equal to 5. So in this case, let's try to find the factors of 4. So we have to find the factors of the product. So the factors of 4 are 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. So in that case, it will be like that. So we have to find numbers, two numbers from that list, whereby when we multiply them, it should give us the product, which is 4, and when we add them, it should give us the sum, which is negative 5. So in that case, we are going to add negatives on 1 and 4. So it will be negative 1, negative 4. So when we multiply negative 1 multiplied by negative 4, it will give us the product, which is 4. And then when we add negative 1 plus negative 4, it will give us negative 5. So therefore, those are the suitable terms which we are looking for. So it will be t squared minus t minus 4t plus 4 is equal to 0. So in that case, we have to factorize. Let's try to factorize the first part. So in the first part, in the first part, we have the common thing, which is t, and the common thing is t, and then so it will be outside the brackets, and then inside the brackets we have t minus 1. Again, there inside the brackets we have t minus 1 again. It will be like that, and then those equals to 0. So it will be 4. T minus 4 is equal to 0, or t minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, the value of t is equal to 4, and then the value of t again is equal to 1. Therefore, you have to represent your answer like that. So t is equal to 4 seconds, since the SI unit for time is second. So time is measured in seconds, so you have to put seconds, don't forget. So t is equal to 4 seconds, or t is equal to 1 second. It will be like that. Therefore, that's how you get your marks. So that's how we find the value of t when it is at instantaneous rest, and then you even get your marks. Let's now go to B, which says it's positive acceleration at that point. Positive acceleration. So when we are taking the equation from displacement, or you can say distance to velocity, we have to differentiate. Again, from velocity to acceleration, we differentiate. Acceleration to velocity, we have to integrate. Again, velocity to displacement, we have to integrate. It's like that. So in that case, we're given to take velocity to acceleration. It means that we have to differentiate. So A is equal to dv dt. A is equal to dv dt. And then we're given the equation of v is equal to 6t squared minus 30t plus 24, and then so therefore dv dt, when differentiating we have to multiply those the power by those which are down. So in that case it will be 2 multiplied by 60 squared, 2 multiplied by 60 squared, and then again we have to subtract a 1 from that power. So it will be like that. I will do the same on both. So dv dt is equal to 12t minus 30. So now we're given its positive acceleration at that time. So we're given that we have to take the time which we found in A. So at that time when it was at instantaneous rest. So we have to check where it will give us the positive acceleration. Let's start with 4 seconds. Let's try to replace 4. It will give us positive 18. So therefore acceleration is equal to 18 meters per square seconds. 18 meters per square seconds. So it will be like that. Or let's try to check this one. Dv dt is equal to 12. Let's try to replace 1 there, minus 30, and then it will be a negative 18. So acceleration is equal to negative 18. So now we're given that it should be positive acceleration. We should have positive acceleration. Now is a negative 18 positive? No, that is a negative answer. So therefore that is NA, it is not applicable. So therefore positive acceleration is equal to 18 meters per square seconds. You even get your marks like that. Let's now go to C. C requires us to find the distance. Requires us to find the distance. C requires us to find the distance. So when we are taking the equation from velocity to distance, we have to integrate. We have to integrate the equation. So let's try to integrate. So we're given that v is equal to 60 squared minus 30t plus 24. So we have to integrate, since that is the equation of our velocity. We have to integrate for us to find distance. So distance is denoted by the letter x. Distance is denoted by the letter x. So when we're integrating, we add 1 to the power and then we divide those which are up, down. We put those which are up, down. Again 24t. So they are there 24 as the variable of t to the power 0. So any term which is to the power 0 is 1. So there is no need for us to show power 0. So that is the reason you can see t power 0 in that expression, which is v is equal to 60 squared minus 30t plus 24. So it will be power 0 plus 1, and then plus c, which is the constant. So when we integrate, it will be like that. It will be like that when we integrate. So it will be like that when we integrate. So when we integrate, it will be 2t cubed minus 15t plus c, which is the constant. And in this video, we denoted the constant with the letter c. We denoted the constant with the letter c. So it's like that. So now we have to find the value of the constant. How do we find the value of the constant? We're given that when it was at rest, it was 20 meters. When it was at rest, when the point was at rest, it was at 20 meters. Now, when a particle is at rest, the time is 0. The time is 0. So we have to replace where there is t with 0. So therefore, when we do the calculation, c is equal to 20. The constant is equal to 20. So the constant is 20. Now let's try to find the d. So now at the time where which we have to use to replace, it is that time which was giving us the positive acceleration. It is that time which was giving us positive acceleration. So the time which was giving us positive acceleration was 4. That was the time which was giving us positive acceleration. So the time which was giving us positive acceleration was 4. So 4 is like that. So we have to replace where there is a t with 4. So therefore, x is equal to 4. Therefore, the distance will be therefore the distance is equal to 4 meters. Distance is equal to 4 meters. That's how you even get your marks. That's how you get full marks. Thank you for watching. See you to another video tutorial, and I hope you haven't forgotten to click the like, share, and subscribe button. Don't forget to comment so that your comments can be heard, and don't forget to subscribe so that you're updated with the channel's new tutorials. Thank you for watching. See you to another video tutorial.